Is it possible to build muscle on just £3 a day?
See, I was at university on a student budget when I started my fitness journey, but food prices have risen a lot in the last 4 years, which got me thinking, is bulking just way too expensive to get the same results now? And can you even do it in a way that's actually healthy? So for the next 24 hours, I'm going to be lean bulking on just £3 a day to see if this is even possible, see if my physique changes at all, and the big question, will this diet actually help me gain weight at the end?
The rules for this are pretty simple. Number one, I've got to be in a calorie surplus, which for me is around 2,600 calories. Number two, I can't just go around getting free food, that doesn't count. Number three, all of the meals have to be healthy because we want this plan to be sustainable and something that we could potentially keep up for the long term. And number four, if I don't hit at least 150 grams of protein by the end of today, this diet will have failed. And so will I.
The first stop on the list was Aldi, so we could get rice, chicken thighs, frozen berries, honey, oats, oil, and milk. The eggs in Aldi were more expensive than the next shop we're heading to, which is a top tip if you're on a tight budget. Make sure you shop around so that you get the best deals. I did spot a few of those magic red stickers, but I couldn't be bothered to stand there calculating the discounted price, so I stuck to the plan and got eggs for cheaper in Asda. They'd run out of the cheapest frozen mixed veg that I saw online, so obviously everyone's trying to bulk on a budget. But then I remembered, thankfully, we've got some at home already.
It took me more than 8 hours to narrow things down to these foods, and they're all there for a reason, whether that's the calories, whether that's the macros, whether that's the protein, whether that's the cost. We didn't have the budget for things that strictly weren't necessary. But now that we're ready for the day, let's make breakfast.
The key to a healthy breakfast is to balance protein with fiber-rich carbohydrates and healthy fats to help boost your energy and stabilize your blood sugar throughout the day. I did all the calculations for this video using whole milk, but I'm going to be using soy milk because if I don't, then leg day in a few hours time will come to an abrupt and potentially mortifying end.
When you're cooking oats in the microwave, you need to be watching them like a hawk, because if you don't, then you might end up with a bit of an explosion. I think we're safe. Top tip, when you're measuring out things like honey or yogurt, you want to put the jar on the scale itself, because when you take out of the jar, it's going to show you the negative number, and that is how much you've added to your bowl.
And just like that, breakfast is served. I'm using the app Fatia to track everything I'm eating today, so if you want to learn more about that, I'll put a link in the description.
This is a hefty bowl of oats, all for just 66 pence. I need a spoon. The yogurt's kind of melting a bit because it was still hot. Honestly, I don't think you can go wrong with oats. This is going to be a pretty solid pre-workout meal for about an hour to 2 hours before the gym, because we've got the slow digesting carbs in there from the oats, we've got a few faster digesting carbs and some fiber from the fruit, also micronutrients, which are super important, and a little bit of honey for some flavor and some more fast digesting carbs. I would like to see a little bit more protein in this meal, but personally I'm not a huge fan of protein oats first thing in the morning, so we're going to bump up the protein a bit before we head to the gym. If you wanted to spice things up and get fancy with it, you could add some cinnamon, and I am going to assume that you have some spices available in the rest of this video because I feel like that's a reasonable assumption to make. So since this is technically a pre-workout meal, I'm going to add just a little bit of salt for the pumps.
But to really determine how good these meals are, I'm going to be rating each one based on 5 key criteria: macros, ease to make, taste, health score, and of course cost.
That was actually really good. All the factors considered, I would rate that a solid 8.7 out of 10. I'm gonna need some time for those oats to digest a little bit, so in the meantime, we're gonna prepare some chicken. Not just any chicken, chicken thighs.
Chicken thighs are a great source of protein when you're bulking on a budget because they're a more calorie dense cut of meat than chicken breast and can even be more than half the price to buy the same amount.
Especially if you get the ones that aren't already boned. However, that does come with the caveat that you need to debone them and deskin them if you're deskinning them yourself. I'm gonna completely say I've never deboned a chicken thigh before because I really don't like the feel of it. So we're going to be having chicken thighs twice today, but in 2 different ways. So first of all, I need 120 grams for meal 2, and then for dinner, I'm going to need 150 grams. So you better get chopping. Why did I do this?
Thankfully, yesterday I did what anyone else would do and watched a YouTube video on how to debone a chicken thigh. I don't know if I'm doing it right, but we deboned it, so that's a bonus. And I also removed the skin because it had little bits of chicken feather in it and I wasn't up for that. But after spending way longer than necessary, I think they turned out alright.
Ta-da! For meal 2, we have some of our chicken thighs just roughly diced in that bowl. We're gonna add some pepper and some salt. Then we're gonna cover it and put it in the fridge. We're also prepping some chicken thighs for dinner, but we're gonna do it a little bit differently. So first you're gonna pour some oil in your bowl. Vegetable oil is the cheapest oil you can get, but if you had the budget, then you can go for olive oil, which is usually a better quality. The calories are the same though. I'm gonna assume you've got salt, pepper and smoked paprika, but if you don't, then feel free to just have your chicken thighs plain. This is gonna be the main flavor of our chicken. Add your chicken thighs to the bowl and then make sure they're evenly coated with the smoked paprika. Once your chicken is fully coated, then you are going to pop it in the fridge just to marinate so that the flavors can come out, and we will see it later at dinner. At this point, it's still not that long after breakfast, but as a quick snack and a protein top up before the gym, we are having a protein shake. Protein powder is not required for you to build muscle, but it can make it a lot easier for you to hit your protein goal, is more convenient, and is a really affordable source of high quality protein, which is harder to get if you're just using whole foods only. This video is not sponsored, but the most affordable one is ProteinWorks Black Innovation range, and the bigger quantity you order, the cheaper it's going to turn out. Plus, if you use my code, you can literally get yourself over 20 grams of protein for just 31p. And I'm going to be honest, it does taste a lot better than having to have chicken and rice all day every day. So I'm going to finish this and we're going to head to the gym, and remember, in whatever you eat, drink, whatever you do it all for the glory of God. So let's go work out.
This finisher was brutal, not gonna lie, but I always find that I feel stronger when I'm more confident in what I'm wearing. So if you want to get a cute gym fit, then make sure you use code SOPHIEREID10 at GYMSHARK to support me a little bit too, and if you want any recommendations, just let me know.
So that is the workout complete. It was a bit low energy to begin with, but I got better as I got going, and I also got PR etc., which is exciting. I'm filming a full week of workouts of hybrid training because that's something new that I've been trying out and getting into. So spoiler, but subscribe to see that video. And yeah, we're gonna finish up getting some steps in here and then head home for meeting. What time is it? Lunchtime. For our lunch, we are making chicken egg fried rice. Which came first, the chicken or the egg? Here's all the ingredients you need. We've got our cooked rice and frozen veg, 2 eggs, chopped chicken thighs from earlier, and some oil to up the calories and grease the pan. Now the plan and all the calculations were done using white rice, but I'm gonna be using brown rice because I had already prepped this for the entire week and I don't want it to go to waste. There's no food waste here, but I am ready for food after a leg day, so let's get cooking. I don't have a wok. Sue me. No, don't sue me. Since we're using frozen veg, we're gonna put this in first. If you were working with a bigger budget, I would put some frozen garlic in here as well so that it's more flavorful. Also, I would use some soy sauce. You may already have this. If so, use it. We want some flavor, but for the purpose of this video, I'm not gonna use it. I'm gonna stick to the budget. Add your chicken, add your eggs to a bowl and mix them together. Pour them in one side of the pan.
Let the eggs cook a little bit and then add your rice.
This actually smells so good though. It's just under 700 calories and it's only 84p. 84p. Okay, let's taste test. It's not bad. Obviously, if we had some soy sauce, some ginger and garlic in there, it would really bring this dish to life. But for 84p, I mean, we've got 42 grams of protein in there. It actually tastes decent, so I'm happy with this. And the chicken thighs, may I add, they were prepared very well. I think having the chicken in there does bring a little depth of flavor to it, which is good. But yeah, for less than 10 minutes to make as well, really decent macros. I'm gonna give this a 7.8 out of 10. I'm so ready for this. So it's a little bit after lunch, but as of right now, we are still quite a way off from hitting our calorie and protein goal. And if we don't hit it, then this diet is gonna be a fail. So we're making a little snack.
Can you guess what we're making? Drop your thoughts in the comments.
We want to blend the oats first so that it actually gets smooth.
We're making pancakes. Did you guess right?
Now that that's nicely blended, to your oats, you're gonna add 2 eggs, 200 mils of milk,
some honey, shake it up a bit so the oats don't get stuck to the bottom, then blend until smooth.
And this batter is gonna come out pretty runny, but we're looking for a correct consistency. If you like thicker pancakes, then just don't add as much milk. You can drink the rest of the milk, whatever. But this is kind of what we're working with. No. They must be good if Pixie wants them. I tried to make this look a little bit aesthetic, but I feel like the yogurt splats. I don't know, it could be abstract or it could just look like bird poop. We're gonna go abstract. This whole plate of pancakes comes out to 780 calories for just 85 pence.
That's way cheaper than the protein pancakes I saw in Aldi, and probably a lot better ingredients too.
That being said, it is quite a lot of calories for a snack, so you might want to split this up into 2 snacks. But it's also got 37 grams of protein, 82 grams of carbs, and 18 grams of fats. So pretty good macros on this. Let's go for a taste test. I will say this isn't a very sweet recipe, so if you do want more sweetness, then just add more honey. But I would give this a 7.2 out of 10. Calories are good, the macros are good, the cost is good. You've got fiber from the oats and the berries, some polyphenols in the berries as well, lots of the micronutrients. What more could you want? Cheers. Final meal of the day. I'm so excited with how this turned out because I wasn't really sure about the chicken thighs, but look how crispy those are. I mean, we can't really say anything yet because we need to try them, but they look good. And the price of this one is gonna shock you because all of this is just 51 pence. Got 505 calories, 34 grams of protein, 59 grams of carbs, and 13 grams of fat. So the macros aren't bad, but we've got to put it to the taste test.
Oh my goodness, look at how soft that chicken is. That was just 180 degrees C in the air fryer for 25 minutes. Or you can cook it in the oven at 200 degrees C for about 45 minutes.
Okay, I know I said earlier I was not a fan of chicken thighs, but I've never had them cooked like that. The outside's so crispy and then the middle's just like melt in your mouth. I think I've just unlocked a whole new world. The rating for this meal, it's got good macros, it is only 51 pence. It's not just your bog standard chicken and rice, although it is still at the end of the day chicken and rice. I think I gotta give this a 9 out of 10. It's honestly really good. I'm gonna finish this before it gets cold, but if this video gets 1,000 likes, then I'll make this a series. We could do a lean bulking diet on 4 pounds, 5 pounds, we could do a tenner. Let me know what you wanna see.
The chicken was just so good. I had to share it with my coaching clients because I give them a range of different recipes, all completely tailored to their needs, calories and macros to help them reach their goals, along with obviously the workout plan and the weekly check-ins. So if you want more help on your fitness journey, I do actually have more spaces available right now, so I'll put the link to apply in the description. I was kind of struggling to finish this near the end because I just had the huge plate of pancakes like 20 minutes earlier, but we got it done and the full day of lean bulking was complete. But would I have gained weight? Would my physique have changed much by the morning? We'd have to wait, but at least I definitely hit my protein goal. In the morning, I don't think there's any difference to my physique at all. If anything, it's the lighting, which is to be expected.
Now, it's important to remember that weight gain doesn't really tell you anything in this situation because it was only one day, and in reality it takes like multiple days, even weeks, to gain weight and build muscle effectively and really.
That being said, I did gain around a pound, but for a lot of you that is not what you think it is.
Most of the weight I gained is probably just water retention from eating a few more carbs and or the food just not completely out of my system yet. So if you see your weight fluctuating on the scale from day to day, just know that's completely normal and it doesn't really give you a good indicator on whether you're making progress or not. We want to be looking at the longer term average to see those kind of changes. Would I do this diet again? Probably not, because there are more enjoyable foods that I enjoy to eat, but for 3 pounds, it really wasn't bad. Like, all of the meals actually tasted super nice. So let me know if you try this. Also let me know if I should have done anything differently, if you would have changed anything, if you've done it yourself. And if this video gets 1,000 likes, then we'll make it a series. So let me know, I want to hear your thoughts. And if you enjoyed this video, YouTube knows that you will love this one next. So go check it out, subscribe. I love you so much and I'll see you there. Bye.